Listen to me. Today, we are not just talking about English. We are transforming how you speak it. I am going to fix the one problem nobody ever told you about. By the end of this video, you will look in the mirror and finally say, "Yes, now I can speak." Do not look away. This is the turning point of your English journey. Answer me honestly. How many videos have you watched? How many grammar rules have you memorized? Yet when it is time to talk, your lips freeze, your tongue shakes, your brain goes blank. It is not because your English is bad. It is because your mouth is untrained. You are reading and watching, but you are not training your speaking muscles. Today, that cycle ends. We are going to wake up your mouth and build real fluency from zero. This is your moment to stop just learning and start speaking. Let us begin. Part 1. The physical truth. Let us start with something powerful. This might hurt a little, but it is the only thing that will set you free. Your mouth does not know how to move like an English speaker. Read that sentence again. It is not your grammar. It is not your vocabulary. It is not your memory. It is your mouth. You have been training your brain, but you have completely ignored your mouth muscles. This is exactly why, when you try to speak English, you sound slow, broken, nervous, or unnatural. English is a physical language. It has a different rhythm. It has a different shape. It uses a completely different set of sounds. Fluency is not just about what you say. It is about how your mouth produces those words. The push-up reality. Imagine this story. Imagine a person who wants to get strong. This person spends 10 hours every day reading books about push-ups. They study the anatomy of the chest. They understand the technique perfectly. They can even explain the physics of the movement to other people. They have all the knowledge in the world. But this person has never actually done one single push-up. What happens when they finally get on the floor and try? They collapse, their arms shake, their chest fails. Why? Because their muscles are weak. This is exactly what is happening to your English speaking. You know the words. You know the rules. But your mouth has not been trained to move fast, smooth, and confidently. Your tongue, your lips, and your jaw are lazy. They are still used to the rhythm of your native language. They do not know how to handle English speed, stress, and sound patterns. Why knowledge is not fluency. When your mouth is untrained, it does not matter how many lessons you watch. It does not matter how many books you read. You will always freeze when it is time to speak. You probably say this to yourself all the time. I understand everything, but I cannot speak. This happens because you are missing the one thing nobody talks about. Speaking is not only mental, it is also muscular. Think about your native language. You have repeated every single sound thousands of times since you were a child. That is how your mouth moves fast and confidently without you thinking about it. But in English, you have never trained your mouth to handle the difficult parts. You have not trained it for the soft T, the silent letters, the linking sounds, or the rising and falling tones. Instead of practicing them, you skip them. You mumble them. You feel awkward saying them. This is what destroys your confidence. Your brain knows what it wants to say. but your mouth cannot keep up with the speed of your thoughts. The path to mastery. But here is the good news. You can change this today. You can train your mouth exactly like you build muscles in the gym. You do not need hours of study. You do not need perfection. You do not even need to sound like a native speaker. You just need to practice the right way with focus and consistency. You need to stop being a student of English and start being an athlete of English. An athlete does not just know the game. They train for the game. From this moment on, stop asking, "Do I know this word?" and start asking, "Can my mouth say this word 10 times fast without making a mistake?" If the answer is no, you do not know the word yet. You only have the knowledge. You do not have the fluency. We are going to stop the knowledge collection and start the muscle training. Are you ready to stop collapsing and start speaking? Part 2. The 5-minute mouth gym protocol. I am going to make you a bold promise right now. If you do exactly what I am about to show you for just 5 minutes every single day for the next 30 days, your English will sound completely different. It will not just change in your mind. It will change in your lips, your confidence, and your life. We are no longer treating English like a memory test. We are treating it like a muscle. You might think that 5 minutes is not enough time. You are wrong. It is not about the length of time. It is about the intensity of the movement. Your goal is not to become a master overnight. Your goal is to build repeatable habits that rewire your mouth and reprogram your speech patterns. You do not need 5 hours of boring study. You need 5 minutes of focused, physical training. It should be as automatic as brushing your teeth. Phase 1, the mouth warm-up, 1 minute. Just like an athlete in the gym, you must warm up. You have spent your whole day speaking your native language. Your mouth is currently set to a different rhythm. You need to shift your lips, tongue, and jaw into English mode. The lip rolls. Gently buzz your lips together like a motorbike. Do this for 5 seconds and repeat it 3 times. This releases the tension in your face. The tongue stretch. Push your tongue out as far as you can and then pull it back in. Do this slowly 10 times. Your tongue is a muscle. It needs to be flexible. The jaw loosening. Open and close your mouth very wide, but do it gently. Repeat this 5 times to release the stiffness in your jaw. The smile stretch. Stretch your smile as wide as possible, as if you are laughing hard. Hold it for 5 seconds, then relax. Do this twice. Why does this matter? It activates muscles you never use. It makes your English sound smoother because your mouth is no longer stiff. A warm mouth is a ready mouth. Phase 2. The mirror protocol. 1 minute. This is your secret weapon for building presence. You're going to use the mirror to become your own coach. Stand in front of a mirror and look directly into your own eyes. Choose one simple, powerful sentence. For example, I am learning to speak English confidently. Say the sentence slowly. Watch your lips. Watch your jaw. Do not rush. Repeat the sentence 5 times. Each time you say it, try to make it slightly faster while keeping your eyes locked on your reflection. This works because it kills the fear of judgment. If you can look at yourself and speak with power, you can look at anyone and speak with power. After 10 days, you will stop feeling awkward and start feeling powerful. Phase 3. Shadow speaking. 2 minutes. This is where the real fluency is built. You are going to copy a native speaker in real time. Listen to a very short audio clip, maybe 5 to 10 seconds long. Immediately repeat exactly what you hear. Do not wait for the clip to finish. Match the speed, the tone, the rhythm, and even the emotion. Ignore the grammar. This is not a writing lesson. This is muscle training. This builds a real-time reaction in your brain. This is how you learned your first language as a baby. You heard a sound, you copied it, and you repeated it until it was natural. Phase 4. The fluency loop. 1 minute. We finish the gym session with a rapid repetition drill. This teaches your brain that speaking English is easy. Pick one sentence like, I am going to improve my English. Slow speed. Say it very slowly, focusing on every individual sound. Normal speed. Say it at a regular conversational pace. Fast speed. Say it as fast as you possibly can while staying clear. Repeat this loop 3 times. This removes the habit of overthinking. It makes you feel fluent even if your vocabulary is still small. Most learners stay stuck because they skip this physical work. They chase books and apps, but they never go to the English gym. You are different. You now have a system. You do not need a partner or a perfect accent. You just need your voice and 5 minutes of focus. Part 3. The mirror technique. Your secret feedback system. Let us talk about your greatest coach. This coach does not charge money. This coach is available 24 hours a day. This coach is honest, sometimes brutally honest. This coach is your mirror. Most English learners spend their time looking at textbooks, looking at phone screens, or looking at the floor while they mumble to themselves. This is a mistake. If you want to build speaking confidence, you must stop hiding. You cannot build a powerful voice if you never have the courage to face yourself. The mirror is not just for checking your hair or your clothes. In our system, the mirror is a high-level feedback system and a confidence booster. It allows you to see the physical movement of your mouth that we discussed in part 1. It forces you to deal with the discomfort of being seen. This is the original protocol used by elite speakers to kill the fear of judgment once and for all. The mirror protocol, a 5-step drill. Follow these steps exactly. Do not skip any part of the process. This is about precision and presence. Step 1. The visual lock. Stand in front of the mirror. Do not sit down. Stand up so your breath flows better. Look directly into your own eyes. Do not look at your nose or your hair. Look at your eyes. This is where your confidence lives. If you feel awkward or if you want to look away, stay there. That awkward feeling is your fear leaving your body. Step 2. The selection. Choose one simple, powerful sentence in English. Do not choose a long, complicated paragraph. Choose something that makes you feel strong. Example: I am learning to speak English confidently. Example: this is my voice and I own it. Example: English is becoming my second language. Step 3. The slow motion inspection. Say this sentence very slowly. While you speak, watch your lips, your jaw, and your tongue. Are they moving enough? Are they stiff? Most learners barely move their mouths when they speak English, which makes them sound muffled. Watch yourself clearly. Feel the shape of the sounds as your mouth creates them. Step 4. The eye contact challenge. Say the sentence again, but this time, focus entirely on eye contact. Do not let your eyes wander. When you speak to people in the real world, you need to look at them. If you cannot look at yourself while speaking English, you will never be able to look at a boss, a stranger, or a friend. Use the mirror to practice your speaking presence. Step 5. The power iteration. Repeat the sentence 5 times. Each time you repeat it, speak slightly faster and with more energy. By the 5th time, you should be saying it with full power, total clarity, and a strong voice. You are training your brain to associate the English language with a confident image of yourself. Why this protocol works. You might ask, why should I stare at myself for 1 minute? The answer is simple. It kills the fear of judgment. Most of your fear comes from worrying about how you look or how you sound to others. When you use the mirror, you become the observer and the speaker at the same time. You give yourself the power to control your voice. This technique builds awareness. You will start to notice if you are frowning, if your shoulders are tight, or if you look nervous. Once you see it, you can fix it. You are training your mouth and your body to look natural while speaking a foreign language. The growth timeline. I want you to be realistic. This will feel strange at first. It might even feel a little stupid. That is okay. Days 1 to 3. You will feel awkward. You might laugh or feel shy. Keep going. Days 4 to 7. You will start to feel natural. You will stop focusing on the weirdness and start focusing on your clarity. Day 10 and beyond, you will feel powerful. You will look in the mirror and see a speaker, not just a student. Remember this. You cannot build speaking confidence if you are always hiding in the dark. Face yourself in the mirror for 60 seconds every day. Give yourself permission to sound like a beginner so that one day you can sound like a master. This is how you take ownership of your voice. Part 4. Sound clusters. The link and shrink protocol. I want to tell you something brutally honest. You can have perfect grammar, but if you speak like a robot, no one will think you are fluent. Most learners make the same mistake. They break every word apart. They speak English exactly like their native language, one word at a time, flat, slow, and mechanical. Native English speakers do not do this. They speak in clusters. They do not speak individual words. They speak groups of sounds that flow together like a song. This is what we call speech music. Once you master this flow, even if you make small mistakes, you will still sound natural and confident. To fix your robotic speech, we are going to use the link and shrink protocol. This is the mechanical way to transform your broken sentences into a flowing river of sound. Phase 1. The identification. The first step is to stop looking at words as separate blocks. A sound cluster is a group of 3 to 6 words that you say together with 0 breaks. The robot way. What are you doing? The cluster way. What you doing? You must identify common phrases in your daily life and treat them as one single unit of sound. If you see a sentence on a page, do not count the words, count the clusters. Phase 2. The link and shrink. This is the core of the protocol. We are going to take the words, link them together, and then shrink the sound until it is fast and efficient. Write the full sentence. Start with a common phrase like, "Did you eat?" Remove the gaps. Imagine the spaces between the words are gone. It becomes, "Did you eat?" Shrink the sound. In natural speech, "did you" equals "didja." The final version is "dijate." Repeat 10 times. You must say this shrunken version 10 times until your tongue does not have to think about the individual letters anymore. Phase 3. The song method. English is a language of rhythm. You cannot speak it properly if you are just reciting information. You must speak it like a rap or a song. Step 1. Choose 3 clusters every day. For example, going to go now, want to see it, or let me know. Step 2. Speak them with a beat. Do not say them like words. Say them like a melody. Let me know, let me know, let me know. Step 3. Repeat the cluster 10 times in one breath. This builds your breath control and forces your mouth to stay in the English rhythm. Rhythm creates memory. When you treat your speech like music, your mouth will start feeling natural with the flow, and it will soon become a permanent habit. Phase 4. The recording audit. This part is non-negotiable. You must use your phone to record yourself daily. Record yourself saying your 3 chosen clusters. Listen to the recording. Do you hear gaps? If you hear even a half second of silence between the words, you are still speaking like a robot. Record again until the sound is one smooth unit. It might sound strange on day 1, but by day 7, you will be a completely different speaker. You do not need a British or American accent to sound good. You just need to speak in clusters, flow smoothly, and use rhythm. When you sound choppy, people notice your mistakes. When you sound smooth, people say, "Wow, your English is excellent." Stop thinking about what words you should say. Start focusing on how to say them in one smooth unit. Fluency does not start in a vocabulary list. It starts in your sound flow. Part 5. The brain and mouth connection. A reality check. Let us begin with a simple but painful truth. Your mouth cannot speak what your brain does not believe. Most English learners spend their lives training only one side of the system. They try to pronounce words, they try to repeat phrases, and they try to sound fluent. But inside their mind, there is noise, there is fear, there is judgment, there is constant overthinking, and there is deep self-doubt. This is the brutal reality check you need. You can memorize 1,000 sentences, but if your brain is still whispering, "What if I sound stupid?" then your voice will break. Your fluency will die before it even begins. To speak naturally and fearlessly, you must upgrade the software in your brain while you train the muscles in your mouth, the pilot and the airplane. Think of your brain as the pilot and your mouth as the airplane. If the pilot is nervous, slow, or unprepared, that plane is never going to fly smoothly. It does not matter how powerful the engine is. This is what happens when you only train your lips but ignore your thoughts. You are trying to fly a high-speed jet with a pilot who is terrified of leaving the ground. We are going to fix this by reprogramming your thoughts, your emotions, and your confidence through 4 specific strategies. Strategy 1. Connection over correctness. Here is a mistake that is costing you your fluency. You focus on accuracy instead of emotion. You are constantly asking yourself, "Is my grammar okay? Did I use the right tense?" Reality check. People do not remember your grammar. They remember your energy and your voice. English is not a code or a machine language. It is a living, emotional sound. You must train your brain to feel the sentence, not just say it. Instead of speaking like a textbook robot, you must speak with emotional presence. Strategy 2. The actor method. If you want to become fluent fast, you must stop practicing like a shy student and start practicing like an actor preparing for a movie. Pick a short sentence such as, "It is going to be a great day." Say it with 3 different emotions: excited, angry, and nervous. Watch how your voice changes and your body moves. Why does this work? Because when you act, your brain forgets its fear. You stop judging your own voice because you are playing a role. You become the sentence, and you feel alive while speaking. This is what real fluency feels like. Feeling, not fear. Strategy 3. Stop the translation trap. Your brain loves shortcuts, but most learners take the slowest path possible. They think in their native language, try to translate into English, and then try to speak. This causes panic and makes you forget everything. You must train your brain to create automatic reactions. Use a "this means that" system. Instead of translating, connect English sounds directly to images and emotions. When you hear, "I am starving," your brain should not see words in your native language. It should see an image of extreme hunger. This makes your English natural, fast, and thought-free. Strategy 4. The whole body reinforcement. If you want to supercharge your progress, you must use your whole body. Stand up when you practice. Move your hands. Change your posture. When you move your body, your brain remembers better. Your voice becomes louder. Your speech becomes clearer. And your confidence becomes stronger. You are not just training to talk. You are training to speak with presence. The 5-minute brain, a mouth routine. You must do this every single day to rewire your system. Minute 1. Say 3 sentences with full emotion. Happy, angry, and excited. Minute 2. Act each sentence out like a movie scene. Minute 3. Repeat the lines while walking around and using your body. Minute 4. Look into your own eyes in the mirror and say the lines with power. Minute 5. Record yourself and listen for your energy, not your mistakes. This is not grammar practice. This is real-world brain rewiring. If you do not train your brain and mouth together, you will always feel like you are wearing a fake mask when you speak English. But when you combine emotion, voice, and thought, you do not just speak English. You become a speaker of English. Stop being a shy student. Start owning your voice. Part 6. The final warning. If you do not train, you will stay silent. Let us stop everything for a second. Close your grammar book, turn off the subtitles, and forget your accent for just one moment. This final part is not about learning more information. It is about finally doing what you already know. Here is the brutal reality check. You are not bad at English. You are simply not practicing the right way with consistency. You do not need another video, and you do not need another tip. You need repetition, you need rhythm, and you need real physical training. If you do not start today, you will stay stuck in silence for years. The passive learner versus the fluent speaker. There are millions of people who understand English perfectly, but cannot speak a single sentence fluently. Why? Because they are passive learners. The passive learner watches 3 hours of YouTube, takes notes on 5 different grammar channels, and buys 2 English books, but they practice 0 minutes. The fluent speaker watches 10 minutes of a video, chooses 1 sentence, and repeats it in 5 different ways. The fluent speaker stands in the mirror and trains their voice, mouth, and rhythm every single day. One person is just collecting data, while the other is transforming their life. One wants information, the other wants fluency. Which one are you? The real cost of your silence. Let us be honest about what this fear is costing you. How many opportunities have you already lost because you were too afraid to speak? The job, the career move, or the promotion you did not get because you could not express your value in the interview. The connection, the friends you could not make, or the people you could not help because you smiled quietly instead of talking. The dream, the version of yourself that you are not living yet because you are waiting for perfection. This fear is stealing your future. You cannot change your past, but you can change the next 30 days. You can build your fluency brick by brick, starting with 1 sentence today. Fluency is a decision, not a goal. Fluency is not a magic moment or a number on a test. It is a decision. It is the decision to say, I will train my mouth every day, no matter how I feel. Real fluency is built in the mirror, in your living room, in the late nights, and in the early mornings. It is built in the private repetitions that nobody sees. One day, people will hear you speak and say, wow, you are so fluent. But they will not see the shadow sessions or the awkward recordings that made you a master. Your final declaration. I want you to say this out loud right now with your full voice. I will no longer be silent. I will no longer fear mistakes. I will train my mouth every single day. I will speak English no matter what. This language is yours, and this voice is yours. Now, go out there and claim it. You have wasted enough time being silent. It is time to train. We have reached the end of this journey, but for you, this is the true beginning. You now have the truth, the methods, and a plan that actually works. But let us be honest, it is no longer about this video or the words on your screen. It is about you. You have two choices right now. You can close this video and go back to your old life, watching more lessons, reading more tips, and staying silent. Or you can look in that mirror, stand up, and declare, I will speak English with power. I want you to make a promise to yourself today. You are no longer a shy student. You are a speaker. You are becoming fluent, not by watching, but by speaking. Real change does not happen someday. It happens right now. Your mouth is ready. Your voice is waiting. And your story is just getting started. Do not let fear control your voice. Do not let doubt steal your future. You do not need to be perfect. You just need to be real, consistent, and brave. This is your language now. This is your voice. Own it. If this video gave you the courage you needed, subscribe to our channel and share this with someone who is still trapped in silence. Most importantly, leave a comment below right now. I will train my mouth every day, no matter what. Say it, mean it, live it. Remember, the most fluent people are not the smartest or the ones with the best grammar. They are simply the ones who refuse to stay silent. Your fluency begins the moment your fear ends.